These men are now internationally wanted for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity in Gaza and Israel. But will we ever see them in the dock here in The Hague? International Criminal Court judges say they have reasonable grounds to believe that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and former Defence Minister Yoav Gallant are responsible for the war crimes of starvation as a method of war and intentionally targeting civilians. The judges say there's also evidence to suggest the men are responsible for crimes against humanity, including murder and persecution. Hamas leader Mohammed Daif has also been indicted for his role in the October 7th terror attacks. He's accused of being responsible for crimes against humanity, including torture, extermination and rape, and war crimes, including hostage-taking. Israel says it killed Daif in Gaza in July, but Hamas hasn't confirmed his death. So what happens now? 124 countries are signed up to the International Criminal Court. All are legally obliged to arrest anyone wanted by the ICC who arrives on their territory. The United States isn't party to the ICC, so it doesn't have to comply. But if Netanyahu were to visit Berlin, for example, Germany would be breaking international law if he wasn't arrested. It also means any foreign leader meeting with him, Gallant or Daif in future will now be meeting with an alleged war criminal. So it sets up a whole load of diplomatic dilemmas, especially for the European Union, which styles itself as one of the top supporters of the International Criminal Court. But to be clear, the internationally wanted label doesn't always turn people into pariahs on the global stage. Russian President Vladimir Putin is also a suspected war criminal, and some leaders still seem happy to be seen shaking his hand. He also wasn't arrested when he went to Mongolia earlier this year, despite the fact the country was legally obliged to do so. And that's one of the key limits of international law. There is no international police force that can storm in and arrest suspected war criminals, and little in the way of sanctions for countries which don't enforce the rules they signed up to. Israel, which isn't an ICC member, quickly condemned the court after the arrest warrants were issued. It says the move is outrageous and turns international justice into a laughingstock.